Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Babe Blog Podcast. I am your host, KeTohn, and today we have two special guests. We have Lacole joining us. Welcome, Lacole.
Hello, hello.
And we have MJ joining us. Miriam, welcome.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Of course, always. So today we're going to get straight into this podcast topic, which is about positivity and just developing a stronger mindset. I have a question for you ladies that I think a lot of people, we tend to go back and forth when it comes to our dreams and our goals. So I just want to ask, do you believe in the power of positivity? Do you feel like it really does play a huge part on your day-to-day achievements and what you're trying to do for your life? Or do you think that it's overhyped? I want to get your feedback on that and your experience on that. So I'm going to start with Lacole, the founder of AL Publishing and Consulting. And I just want to kind of hear where your head is at on this topic.
I do truly believe in that because I use it for myself. So I know that leaving all that negativity to the side and trying to erase it from your life, it really helps to expand your mindset. It changes how you act. It changes what you do. So I really, truly believe in having positivity in your life all the time.
Yeah. What about you, MJ?
I have to agree with Lacole. It is very important to be positive daily. If you're not a positive person, you then become one of those negative Neds, negative Nancys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not going to work around here. Not in 2024. I'm so sorry. It's just not going to work. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for this panel here. We're looking for people who's going to uplift us, who's going to motivate us, who's going to challenge us, but in a good way, not those who's going to drag us down.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Just no.
You nailed it. You nailed it. I think you're very right. There's a really fine line when it comes to negativity and positivity. And a lot of times people have a hard time balancing how much is too much, like when you're trying to what's the word, analyze yourself, when you're trying to grow, when you're trying to critique yourself. Sometimes people overdo it, like, okay, let's get to the positive parts. And sometimes people underdo it, where it's like we want to be positive so much that we mistake being honest with being negative. So there's a fine line, and you can quickly, if you're around the wrong people, wake up and become a negative Nancy, or one of those people that you just talk to them and you just get drained. Like, yeah. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Those people, the talk to you later people, yeah. So it's easy to become that very quickly. And so I think that you make a really great point when you say that. I think when it comes to this topic, my take on it, I personally agree with it. I haven't found anyone that disagrees with it. And I mean, you let me know in the comments what you think on this topic. But for me personally, the way that you approach things, it changes a lot in every aspect of life. In business, if you have business and maybe your business isn't going the way that you wanted it to go, and every day you're always saying, oh, I just never get sales, may as well quit, there's no point in doing it. You keep doing that long enough and that business will close down the way that you said you wanted to close down. And if you have a business and you say, I'm going to get new sales, I'm going to get new clients, I'm going to elevate, I'm going to do better, I'm going to figure out what people like, I'm going to get creative, I'm going to put myself out there, I'm going to expand, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. You keep telling yourself and you keep doing that. And down the line, you're going to start seeing those clients. That's my experience in relationships, whether it be marriage, whether it be dating, whatever it is. People tend to underestimate how the power of your words. So if you're going through something or you're experiencing something in a relationship, let's say maybe you have a fight with your partner and all they keep doing is nagging about how you can't do something correctly because they're upset about it. The way that they say things, sometimes that can make someone completely shut down. So maybe instead of, you just never iron my clothes right, you never iron my clothes right, we could just say, hey, when you iron my clothes, could you try this? And let's also start with thank you before we move to how we want people to do stuff. So, I think that appreciation and positivity really does go a long way in all aspects: relationship, business, friendship. You have that friend who's always nagging about something negative, or every time you bring up something to them, they always have a sketchy response. It's like not negative enough for you to cut them off, but sketchy enough for you to question, where was your mind at when I was telling you this positive news? Or, when I was in this low place, why is this the first thing that you went to? So I personally agree with it. I mean, I would love to hear the opposite opinion. I'm not even being funny when I say this. Like, I really would love to hear if someone else has a different perspective on it, because everybody's mindset is different. But with me, I'm in between. Yes, times are going to be hard. Yes, you're going to go through things, but you have to, I don't want to say suck it up, because when I say suck it up, people think that means don't be human. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you have to adjust and you have to just work through the adversity, and you choose how miserable or how happy you want to be through adversities in your life. So whatever that may be, whether it's in business or outside of business, I wake up and I make the choice that even though I'm going through this, I want to be happy today, or I want to be positive today, or I want to smile, or I want to laugh, or I want to be around people who appreciate me. I want to be a part of something positive. That's my choice. So, when you have that ability to choose that, and you're blessed with the mental capability to do that, because some people, depending on the state of where they are mentally, are not at that capability, but there are a lot of people who are capable. So if you wake up and you are capable of making that choice each day, it's really up to you what route you want to go. So that's my perspective on it. But, like I said, anybody in the comments, feel free, let me know what you think. Do you believe in the power of positivity? And if so, share your own personal experiences with business, with relationships, or with friendships where you realize that something was negative and you had to make a change. But I want to say thank you, ladies, for joining us. And before we go, I do want to give everyone an opportunity to introduce themselves, their business, and, any services or solutions that they're providing to our audience, to our small business shoppers, our small business owners, and, just people that may scroll across and realize they need your services. So let's start with MJ. Could you please share with us your business and all of the information?
All right, so I am the CEO of Travel with MJ, an independent travel agency who specializes in quality travel research and vacation planning. You can find me on Facebook at Travel with MJ. My Facebook group and my Facebook page both have the same name. I am also on Instagram. I would have to type out that one because there's an underscore in the front of the username. So that information would have to be typed out, but primarily you'll see me on Facebook at Travel with MJ, or my personal page at Miriam Jackson.
Okay, thank you very much. And Lacole, did you want to share some insight on your business as well?
Yes, I'm Lacole Smith, and I am the CEO of AL Publishing and Consulting, and I actually help people regain their voice. So a lot of people are silent for so long, so it's a pleasure to work with people and give them the opportunity just to share their voice and help others overcome the hump that they're going through, because everybody has a story, and I like to get those stories out there.
I love it. All right. So there we have it. If you need any travel services, travel research, any travel assistance, MJ is the person to go to, travelwithmj.net. And if you are needing any services where you would like to publish your book, share your story, learn how to be more creative and brainstorming how you're going to voice that story, then you want to head on over to LacoleSmith.com so she can assist you as well. So I want to say thank you, ladies, for joining me. I really appreciate you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, our next podcast for everyone that is listening is going to still be on the topic of positivity. However, we're going a little bit more specific. We're going to talk about the power and impact of negative or positive words. And I'll be bringing some statistics. So if you're someone that likes stats and learning about, just things that are new and updated in our world, I love to be able to share that with you in our next podcast. So you ladies are more than welcome to join us and come speak. And for anyone that's listening, if you just want to continue this conversation of building a stronger mindset and being kinder to yourself this year in 2024, then join us next time at the Boss Babe Blog Podcast. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.